What up, everybody? Welcome. YG's opinions are on Donald Trump. Uh, Theo. I honestly have never even seen him before, so this is the first time I ever watched a video from him. But honestly, I want to know YG's opinion on Donald Trump because it's kind of mixed. I know a lot of people used to hate Donald Trump, and now they kind of like Donald Trump because he's like someone that you can kind of gravitate to, exactly like in the culture, you know what I mean? Like I feel like we need people that are in the culture. I feel like Donald Trump is that type of person because he's obviously in the scenes, he's been in the movies, he's been in the music, he's done a lot of shows, and he does a lot for a lot of people. You can say whatever you want to say about Donald Trump, but overall he's a really entertaining person to watch, so you can't hate on that, and a lot of people love him. Because if you compare it to Joe Biden, for example, and I hate comparing it because there's a lot of everything is to diversify yourself. But if you compare the two, Joe Biden's a mess, and then Donald Trump is supposed to be the one that fixes everything. We'll see how that ends up. For me personally, if I were to vote, more than likely it's going to be Republican. I don't care. My views tend to side conservative most of the time, but I actually had no idea about politics. Like if you were to ask me what does conservative mean, I can't answer that. If you ask me what liberal means, I can't answer that. All I know is liberal equals Joe Biden, conservative equals Trump. That's all I know. And I think that's how they want you to think at this point. But I don't find myself political at all because I have no idea about politics. My views are my views, and somehow they happen to fall into the conservative side, because I feel like my views are more logical thinking than creating a new way of life, which I feel like that's what liberals tend to do. So let's get into the video. I'm excited for this one. Let's see what he says. But I got no volume. Give me a second, guys, because I got no volume. It's playing.
Fights the other day.
There we go.
What fight was he at?
He was at the UFC. Have you been to UFC?
I ain't been to a
Oh,
fight.
you gotta
never
come
been
with
to
me
the
sometime.
UFC. I want to go though.
You feel me? I be watching them shits. Them shits crazy as fuck.
Bro, you would
Yeah.
love it there, bro.
Hey, last week, bro, that was like 2 months ago.
UFC is lit. Like you got to give respect to anybody in the UFC because they're basically out there killing each other. In other words, with their hands, with their bare hands.
Oh, I saw him last week too.
Who fought last week?
This guy Volkanovski and another guy Yair Rodriguez were the headliners. And
Shit.
yeah, but I met him 2 times. Yeah, do black people fuck with him more? It seems like to me it seemed like more black guys would mess with Trump because he seems more like connected to the culture a little bit.
Why'd
Hey,
you
look,
ready to
I ain't
talk?
gonna lie, bro. The black community was not fucking with Trump. You know what I'm saying? But when that PPP shit and all that shit came out, black people forgave him.
Yo.
Because he helped out.
Because everybody and their mom was getting a PPP loan. Yo, and quick rundown. If y'all don't know about the PPP loan, it was basically a loan that was given to small business people during COVID. It was basically to pay your workers, but a lot of people basically pocket that money, did whatever they had to do. I don't care. It's not my business. But I did work at a bank, at Citibank, when the PPP loan was coming out, and a lot of people were taking it out. Everybody. No, it did not even matter if you had a small business now, like 20,000, 30,000, 40,000. And the biggest finessers of all the PPP loans are the big corporations, because I would see the big companies, $1 million, $2 million. You think they were giving that to their workers? Hell no, they weren't. And it's a loan. It got forgived, and it's borrowed money, right? So did he pay taxes in it? No, you did not, because it's borrowed money. You don't pay taxes in borrowed money. And everybody and their mom was getting a PPP loan. I don't know if anyone remembers, but even all the memes were coming out, like people buying Lamborghinis, getting caught with the PPP loans. They're idiots, of course. But everybody at this time was making money. The economy was so good during COVID.
Yeah. I'm speaking on the motherfuckers in the hood and shit in the streets. I'm speaking on their behalf. you feel me? Let them tell it. You feel me? This what they say.
Yeah.
Shit, Biden ain't did nothing for us. That nigga Trump was passing out money. We fuck with Trump. I'm like, damn, so y'all back.
He ain't done shit but raise taxes and raise prices of everything. Literally everything. Next time y'all want to vote for Joe Biden because someone was sending mean tweets.
With Trump, just like that, huh? niggas like, hell yeah, nigga was passing out money. I'm like, damn, that shit crazy.
Bruh, that's true though. Somebody showed up with a couple of bucks, man. That'll change the way you think about them.
Yeah. You all said.
So yeah, I thought it was interesting. I mean, I didn't speak with him too much, but his son was there. I don't know. I mean, yeah.
This man gotta be sponsored by Celsius. Let me just say that real quick. He got the Celsius right here. You got another Celsius right here. 2 different brands. He's definitely sponsored by Celsius.
You know, I don't know how. I mean, I have different. I don't really trust a lot of these cats. You know, I never really liked politics. I never trusted. I never really trusted politics, man. I never, because we grew up in like a poor area. So if something was out happening in our area, nobody cared because we weren't paying taxes. You know, we didn't have a lot of tax money, so they weren't really coming to help us. You know.
Hey, so what you tell him when you met him?
Trump.
Yeah.
I asked him if he thought I could be a working if he thought I could work in politics one day. He
Like
said,
he knew you and shit?
No, he didn't. But he's like, yes, you can. Here's the best thing about Trump. I will say this, man. He's like, you're doing great. You're fine. You're good. He goes, your parents are great. I was like, my dad been dead for 30 years. He goes,
he a bullshitter.
No, but he goes, but before that, he was doing good. Bro, I fucking laughed so hard.
Oh, the gang, I would have laughed too. I would have laughed,
bro.
Sure.
I laughed so hard, man, because he was right, kind of. He like makes you feel, you know, he's just good at shaking. He just makes you feel.
That's a good point because either way, you're gonna say your parents are good. You're gonna be like, yeah, you're right. My parents were good. They're my parents, right? How bad can they really be? Even if they were really bad parents, at some degree they were good. So, kind of relates to everybody.
Excited, you know. But he was real friendly. He rolled in with Mike Tyson, man, the first time that I met him, which was crazy. And then, but yeah, he seemed to be doing good. Who did I? Oh, I did sit next to his son one time because his son looks kind of like a business guy, you know.
Man, you know I made the biggest fuck Trump song ever.
Fuck Donald Trump, that was your song?
Yeah, that's my shit.
No way, bro.
Yeah, bro, you know that?
I didn't even know that.
You feel that's me and Nip shit.
Damn, bro.
Yeah.
Damn, congratulations.
So I wondered, like, what he gonna, like, if I ever met the nigga, like, what he gonna say? To me.
He probably like, it's a good song. Because it was a good song. He would at least give you that credit.
Give me my cut.
You know?
He's gonna say, give me my cut.
Hey, you funny as hell.
He would at least, I think, give you that credit, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. Sometimes, yeah, it's interesting. Politics is interesting because you start to see like if certain communities are just being used, if certain communities are just being taken advantage of, you know.
Yeah.
But anyway, man, I'm trying to think of anything else we want to talk about. But I thought
politics is basically like war. You're betting. They're all bad. You feel me? They're all bad. Everyone has bad intentions. There's no angels. There's nobody coming here to save you. There's no one here gonna pay your bills. There's no one here that gonna take all the violence out the street. There's no one. There's not gonna be ever a perfect president, right? So you're just voting on 2 bad presidents and which one is worse. You know, don't vote for the one that's worse. Basically, they're all horrible though. So it's like a dead end stick with that.
thought that he was nice though.
Yeah, he was nice.
Yeah, but it's, you know, I don't know him. I don't know what he's like as a business person and everything, but he seemed to just sit there and enjoy the fights, you know.
Yeah, he be grabbing bitches by their pussy and shit too, right?
I mean, a lot of people have been. You know what I'm saying, bro?
Who knows?
Well, if he sold a fucking set of like dishwashing gloves that were just like that, bro. Well, yeah, dude, damn, bro.
Yeah, man.
He did, yeah, he was grabbing people by the pussy, man.
Yeah, he was grabbing people by the, yeah.
But yeah, and I guess some people don't want that. They want you to just, you know, tap them. Yeah, and yeah.
You really do be wild now.
Hope you enjoyed that video, and you can watch another. And
That was dope. So basically, YG said the hood fucks with him. Why? Because he got out the PPP loans. He gave out those stimulus checks. Everybody was making money. Everybody was chilling. Everybody was buying TVs. Everybody was paying rent. Gas was cheap. Food was cheap. Stocks were cheap. Hey, if you were to ask me, he became president at the perfect time. And he left presidency at the perfect time. So let's see what happens next year. Just keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. There's no coincidence when it comes to politics. Everything is done on purpose, and your vote doesn't matter. See you on the next one.